As Michael Jackson's personal assistant, what were your responsibilities, Mr. Williams?
I managed day-to-day schedules, arranged, set up phone calls, meetings, planned trips,
Okay.
anything big to anything small. Anything he needed.
Would you also consider yourself to have been a friend of Michael's?
Oh, yes, sir.
You would see him on a daily basis?
Yes, sir. Several times a day.
Do you know Condrad Murray?
Yes, sir.
Do you see him in court here today?
Yes, sir, I do.
Could you please identify him for the record?
The gentleman sitting with the gray suit.
Indicating Dr. Murray, the defendant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And then at some point, I guess in early 2008, he was introduced to you as Michael Jackson's doctor?
And I can't recall if I was introduced, but I started calling him. Mr. Jackson requested me to call Dr. Murray. The children have a cold, or he would help with anything as far as if they were ill, if the children were ill, or if he hurt or something.
On June 25th, 2009, did you receive a phone call from Condrad Murray?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you recall what time that phone call was received by you?
To my knowledge, it was 12:13 p.m.
Okay. That's what showed up on your phone?
Yes, sir.
And was that a phone call that you were able to answer?
No, sir.
Why is that?
I was in the shower getting ready to get dressed.
Okay. When did you learn of the phone call?
I was getting out and I checked, and I believe calling back at around 12:15 when I got the message.
So you got out of the shower, you saw there was a message.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You heard the message?
Yes, sir.
And what was the message?
It was Dr. Murray. I can't quote it exactly, but it was, "Call me right away. Call me right away. Thank you." Something
Okay.
to that effect.
And were you asked to call 911?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you, upon hearing that message, call Dr. Murray?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And were you able to make contact with him?
Yes, sir.
Did he ask you to call 911?
No, sir.
What did he say?
He said, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm downtown." And he said, "Get here right away. Mr. Jackson had a bad reaction. Get here right away." And I said, "What's going on?" And he said, "Get somebody up here immediately." And then...
And did that terminate that phone call?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the voicemail message that Dr. Murray left on your phone, did you document that in some way?
Yes, sir.
How did you document that?
I was told from detectives, or meeting with some people, the detectives I believe, to save all my information that I have regarding this.
Now, what are you doing as you're still in downtown LA? What are you doing at this time?
Oh, I remember feeling bad. I don't know what's going on. I remember being scared. So I was just calling. I remember making a lot of phone calls, like, what's going on, And then I found out the ambulance was called. Then I got really like the ambulance. So I remember getting dressed very fast, getting in the car. But I remember it being a lot of traffic, and it took me a while to get to the home. It was real frantic. I got there when the gurney was coming down. I remember seeing Dr. Murray come down.
And when you say the gurney was coming down, first of all, this is a gurney with Michael Jackson's body on it?
Yes, sir.
Being carried by the paramedics?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where were they bringing the body down?
Down the stairs that I pointed out earlier.
Okay. And where was Condrad Murray at that time?
At that time, I'm not sure, but I remember seeing him down by the ambulance, kind of giving instructions and talking to medics. I don't say giving instructions, but, just talking to medics.
All right. And were the children, Prince, Paris, and Blanket, at the location at that time?
Yes, sir.
Where were the children when you first saw them?
Well, when I first got there, that was the first thing I asked, where were the children? I'm not sure if they were already in the car or if I loaded them in the car.
Okay.
But we got them in the car to get ready to follow the ambulance.
Okay. Did you learn that Michael had been pronounced dead?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that was at UCLA?
Yes, sir.
Following your learning that Michael Jackson had been pronounced dead, do you recall an incident where Dr. Murray approached you and made a request that you found odd?
Yes, sir.
First of all, do you recall where that took place?
It was sometime after. It wasn't too long, but it was after the family was already there. The children were with them.
And where were you?
I was in a hallway. I'm not
Okay.
sure which one.
And what, if anything, was the request of Condrad Murray to you?
Well, we were making small talk about how horrible this is, and both of us, I believe, had was tearing.
Okay.
And he asked. He said that there's some cream in Michael's room or house, I believe room, that he wouldn't want the world to know about, and he requested that I or someone give him a ride back to house to get it, so the world, wouldn't know about the cream.
To get the cream so the world wouldn't know about it?
Yes, sir. Some cream that Michael wouldn't want the world to know about.
Okay. And in response to this request, did you agree to take Condrad Murray back to the house?
No, sir.
In response to this request for him to retrieve this cream, what did you do?
I said, let me check.
And what did you do to check?
I left. Because of the situation, I was emotional. There was a lot going on. I just thought that was the last thing I was really thinking about. So I went to Fahim.
Muhammad?
Fahim Muhammad. I told him about Dr. Murray's request. And we both agreed that can't happen. You can't go back to the house. I knew that much.